it?
The governor authorised it.
Yes, well, that's something I'll be taking up with her and with the VJ. Stop that at once! Speak in English.
For God's sake, Vera, she only understands about a dozen words of English.
I don't care. It's regulations. Either you speak in English or this visit ends before it begins.
What have we done?
The officer says you have to speak in English or go home.
Why is this?
Because of the rules.
All rules are no hard.
If you don't like the rules, you can go.
You know, there was a woman like this woman in our village.
So?
A few years later, the other woman of the village threw stones at her and she ran away.
Well, I'm not going anywhere.
Why?
Oh, Nikos.
No Greek.
It's a man's name, Nikos.
Who is it, this Nikos?
He's a friend of Stavros, the man she is to marry.
And what's he got to do with it?
I don't know now. Nikos is a bad man. He gambles. Why Nikos?
Nikos say, police, you go away.
What's she talking about?
It's a family matter.
We must tell her.
We told your friend, Mr. Wilson. Tessa and I, we come here illegally. No immigration, you understand?
Yes, he told me.
This Nikos, he help us. First we come here. He gives me work. He knows I'm not a legal immigrant.
Nikos say, I not do. He tell police.
He blackmailed her. Well, why didn't you stand by her?
We didn't know about the blackmail. Today, first time we know.
What are you going to do about it?
Please, we don't want to be deported.
What about Irene?
Irene comes on a visa to marry Stavros. But now, he won't marry her.
So she'll be deported.
That will be bad, to go back home.
Her parents. They will not take her back now. Not after this.
Well, you must speak to Stavros. Explain the situation to him. Tell him about the blackmail.
You don't understand. It is not possible he will marry a woman who done what Irene has done.
But she did it to help you.
True, but Stavros, he won't accept this. This is not the way of our country.
Yes, but this is a new country with new ways. Surely he'll help her. Oh, for God's sake, you can't just dump her. She's your sister.
What do we do?
You must go to Mr. Wilson, Mr. Steve Wilson. I'll give you his address. You must tell him the whole story. He'll let you know which authorities you must see.
No. We do not want to talk to any authorities.
You have to do it for Irene's sake.
But they'll send us away.
No, Alekos, he is right. We have been here a long time now. We work hard. We no make trouble. We never belong to this country. This is our chance to see this Mr. Wilson, a lawyer. He will fix it for us to stay here like honest people. Is not so?
I hope so, yes.
Aleko, you must do this for me. For Irene, you must do it.
You do not do the telling. I'll do the telling here. And I say, yes, we must do it.
Oh, thank you.
What? Please, what is?
Your brother Alex will go to a lawyer who can help you.
Θα πάμε σε ένα φίλο μας δικηγόρο. Θα του εξηγήσουμε την κατάσταση και θα γίνουμε Αυστραλοί υπήκοοι. Θα τα κανονίσουμε όλα, μην σκέπτεσαι τίποτα. Ναι, θα τα κανονίσουμε.
You know what I reckon this kid's problem is? He hasn't got any mum or dad.
He has, but they've chucked him out.
Well, that'd be just as bad, wouldn't it, Clara?
Yes, dear, most unfeeling.
Would you happen to know her phone?
Would you like a cup of tea?
Yes, Doreen, I would, thanks.
You heard what the lady said. Get her a cup of tea.
Go check with the apartment manager, maybe he knows enough.
3 jacks.
Hey?
I've got 3 jacks.
Oh, hell, there goes the sheep station. Hey, Monty. I reckon it was Mrs. Jackson and not Tinkerbell that ticked you off about Irene. What do you say to that?
I'd say mind your own business. I make my own decisions, nobody else.
Oh, yeah, and that flapping sound, I can hear a pig's flying by.
Turn that television off and pay attention. The governor has something to say.
As you may already know, the prison will be under investigation by a visiting justice on behalf of the prisons department. I want to be sure you are all aware you have the right to approach the justice, either with or without legal assistance.
What?
If you have any questions, I am sure Miss Bennett or Mrs. Jackson will be able to answer them. That is all, ladies. Good evening.
Good night. Maybe I can complain about having my work release cancelled.
Thank you. Well, I'm certainly going to complain about the conditions in this prison.
Do you think we could get rid of Vera?
Looks like you'll be cashing your super in early.
I wouldn't count on it, Smith.
I reckon the girls have got enough complaints to choke a horse.
Including riotous behaviour on your part. No, I think the justice will see things from the viewpoint of authority. In fact, if anyone leaves here because of slack regard for regulations and lack of proper discipline, I can assure you it won't be me.
Jill, what's he doing here anyway?
Yes. Yes, Meg, what is it?
It's about Lynn Warner and Karen Travers. I was wondering if it wouldn't be advisable to allow them to go back on day release again.
How do you mean, advisable?
Well, there's no doubt that withdrawing that privilege has caused a lot of ill feeling amongst the women. And I was thinking that with this investigation coming up, it'd be for the best if we removed the cause of the problem.
I will not have it. These women think I will jump at any opportunity to get them on side simply because of a pending investigation. Well, it is just not on.
I'm terribly sorry. But actually, it wasn't the prisoners asking, it was me. I honestly feel it would be for the good of all if we gave them another opportunity.
I'm sorry, Meg. I'm jumping at shadows at the moment.
I don't think you've got a thing to worry about.
I wish I had your confidence. There were so many things I wanted to do with the prison. So many things that have to be done. Let me think about it. I promise you I'll have a decision for you first thing in the morning.
Sure.
Ugh. Oatmeal, they call it. More like flaming clag.
Well, we'd better get used to it. You're going to be eating it for quite a while.
I might have to eat the stuff, but I have to like it. Okay, bit of hobbit love. Here comes Monty.
Okay, plenty of room.
Ooh, aren't we all sweetness and light today?
It's Be Kind to Animals Week. Well, what's up with you, love? You look like the cat burped.
Oh, it's my job. I know Sid's not going to keep it for me unless I get back on work release.
Don't look at me, love. I can't work miracles.
Here, why don't you ask Lady Clara? I mean, it's only a matter of squaring it away with the governor. Do it on your ear, couldn't you, Clara?
I bet she could too.
Oh, pull the other one.
Do you think you could, Clara? I mean, change the governor's mind?
One can but try. After all, she's a very reasonable woman most of the time.
Oh, decent of you.
Excuse me, I must see the governor at once.
Oh, really?
Yes, really, it's very important. In fact, it's imperative that I see her now.
All right, go on.
Davidson will do her like a dinner.
You sent for me?
Yes, Meg. I've been thinking about what you said last night about Travers and Warner.
Oh, good.
You're probably right. They wouldn't have had anything to do with the smashing of the television set. And it may be tough on them. In fact, by keeping them locked up in here, I'm going against all the principles I say I hold. Doesn't make sense, really. They can both go back on the day release, effective immediately.
Great. I'll get word to them straight away.
Come in.
One of the prisoners wants a word with you, Mrs. Davidson.
Which one?
Goddard.
You wanted to see me?
Yes, it's about Karen and Lynn. I think it's entirely unfair that they should be denied the benefits of the day release scheme.
Is that a fact?
In fact, Lynn is very upset. She thinks the nurseryman may well cancel her employment.
Oh, that would never do, would it?
So I have come to plead her case.
This won't be necessary. Lynn can go back to work this morning. Karen too, for that matter.
Well, I'm glad we see eye to eye.
Makes a change, doesn't it?
Do you really think Clara can do it?
Of course I do. Then after lunch, she's parting the Red Sea and walking on the fish pond. Wake up.
I'm going to miss you if you go out again. I'll have to do the garden on my own.
Don't worry, Doreen. The governor's not going to listen to Clara. Hey, Monty. Oh, who knows? Who cares?
Warner, you'll be late.
Late?
You'll miss the bus to work. Get cracking.
You mean it's all right?
I mean, you're on day release.